So let's talk about Jeremiah's growth because in this episode he has the most growth. Like you start off with him two timing and cheating on someone, and once again you're not impressed. He's immature that he's doing the same sort of destructive behavior that he did with Belly and Cabo, but just to someone else with no remorse. Um, and he's lied to his father about like where he's studying and stuff like that, and he's just bumming around on Steven's couch. And I gotta say, I love Adam for this because as soon as he found out, he was like, he called him out on it. They got into a fight. Jeremiah was like, money's not a bit like the most important thing. And Adam called him out on it. He was like, okay, money's not important. Let's take it off the table. Try to live without my money. And it's honestly the tough love that Jeremiah needed. Because Jeremiah was afterwards like pissed, but then his friends were like, you kind of are a bit of a bum. You dropped out, you don't have a job, you don't pay rent and stuff like that. And that was actually the swift kick in the butt that Jeremiah needed because he got a job in an industry that he is probably going to thrive in because now his adamant desire for the 70% cacao cake with the raspberry coulis makes sense because this guy is a huge foodie with the patience and the desire to actually cook and be a chef and like master that. So it's amazing actually to see him like step into like that industry and try to figure that out. And so I'm actually kind of like impressed and proud. Um, the conversation with his dad at the beginning made me a little bit sad because he basically was like, as soon as his dad cut him off, he's like, what use are you to me? Which was kind of a very cold moment in that relationship. Like Conrad and Adam's relationship seems to have like they're repairing it, but this one hit a snag for sure. So there's definitely I would like to see that like tied up in the finale where Adam just basically is says to Jeremiah, I'm really impressed by what you're doing because I think that's all Jeremiah needs to hear from his father, that he's proud of him. And that is will satisfy and like build that relationship all again. But yeah, I finally am seeing the beginning steps of some growth for Jeremiah. Even the way he handled the conversation with Conrad, and Conrad called him out on some stuff. He didn't immediately get defensive. He actually like listened. You could see he took it in, and he did kind of give a very reluctant sort of like acceptance for him and Belly. So I am kind of proud on the growth that he's going. It only took 3 seasons and 11 episodes, but Jeremiah, you're on the right track.